very good night and a very good afternoon, wherever you may be watching this transmission. Thanks for being here, being part of the channel, liking and subscribing. It's your boy, Mike Martins here, just chilling out here at the shop. And if you want to come down and visit, I shall be here till 6 p.m. today. If you want to come down and shoot the breeze or shoot the ship for a bit, come by and I won't be signing autographs though. I'm just kidding. Okay, so it looks like I already have comments that are being censored already. Has been removed. I don't know what is happening on this platform, folks, but it looks like they're going to do a big cleanup on here. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on what's going down, how it's going down. And there's Junkyard Dog. So Junkyard Dog messaged me. Well, he messages me all the time. But Junkyard Dog messaged me. He can't find a house in Merritt under 400 large. That's half a rock. That's almost half a rock. So he can't find a house in my town with 2 stoplights. Okay? With a struggling economy that's built off of lumber, which the leftist green agenda people are trying to stop. It's getting pretty bad. Like, rural towns are now becoming severely unaffordable. I think we even covered this years ago, so this is like old news. Okay, who's in the comments? How are you? That's Bill. I'm doing good, Bill. Then we got Mike, movie night with the kids. Watch Time Bandits. Funny Time Bandits. What do I have? Sounds so familiar. We got Kimberly Dominguez in the house. How you doing? We got T. Lawton in the house. Mike, this is Bob from Windsor Locks, Connecticut. Just going to listen. I am going to sick it tired of all later. So artillery chaos boosted says howdy all, howdy, how you doing? And Mike Martins has spoken, says Super Soca. Good morning, Mike from Pueblo, Colorado. You know, I've been to Pueblo, Mexico. Have I been to Pueblo, Colorado? I don't think I have. I've been to Colorado, but I've never been to Pueblo. Good morning, Sirens Abound, says GTO Mama. How you doing, GTO Mama? We bought just shy of an acre with a mobile home for $41K in Southwest Oklahoma, a block off the lake 8 years ago. Good for you. Good for you. Hey, Mike from Calgary, it's chilly here. No, it's actually, here it's still, I mean, we're good here for until second week of December starts to cool down drastically. But, I mean, I can give you guys a little tour of the outside here and how it's happening, where it's happening here at the local Merritt Toys and Games. Come down. I'm going to put a sign up here. I actually want to replace this sign here. And I want to put a sign that says, come down and meet the most hated guy in Merritt, BC. That is something I've been working towards. But we are having some incredibly good weather here. It is a nice day. Hi, good morning.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Yeah, I know we'll be back.
So, it is a gorgeous... Let me give you guys a little panorama. There it is from here, the outside. And yeah, I guess a lot of things. My political views, has basically shunned... I've been shunned from the town since day one, since I opened my business, though. So I want to put, come and meet the most hated man in Merritt. Then up here, I want to put, it's worth the drive to Merritt, because most of my business comes from out of town. And then I got to remove the Nintendo electronic one up there, because we don't do that anymore. And I don't want to misguide people or misdirect people, because we got in trouble for selling used video games here because people were breaking into homes. And then the police went ahead and actually gave me trouble for that. So stating that I was buying stolen games. So we stopped doing that quick in a heartbeat. Hey, from Cornwall. I got your t-shirt. Oh, you got a t-shirt. Did you get that one? My pronouns are told you so. Thank you. Wear that with pride. From Calgary. Okay, we got, hey, Mike in chat, says Gary. Kivu, that's rough. Who cares? It's a life experience. Because I thought when I moved to this town, it was going to be a tumbleweed little town, two stoplights, nothing really, kind of, I expected the whole town drama thing, right? Looks like an old cowboy town. Where's the horses? It is an old cowboy town. Everyone wears well, 50%, 20% of the male population does wear a cowboy hat. Daniel, is that Santler? Yeah. What's up? What's up, buddy? Mike Miller, beautiful weather there. Love the BC. Born there, so expensive, and bears scare me. WD-40 in history. Chad, if is in the house, how you doing? Wow, how are you supposed to know they are stolen? Well, the police know the people that are stealing, and unfortunately, they don't want to deal with them because they just they won't go to jail, right? So it's a revolving door for the police, so they don't want to deal with the break-ins and stuff. So I just stopped doing it, and still pay my taxes to fund the police. So no vintage Star Wars. Just look, guys. Just that's my whole Pokemon all the way down there, and then my Yu-Gi-Oh case over there, and my all my Magic the Gathering here, Magic the Gathering, some sports cards here they gave me back because a bunch of stores were closing. You guys have no idea the drama behind this kind of business, the amount of drama. Like when I opened, there was another there was competition in town, and they gave me and my family such a hard time. They gave us such a hard. They still do to this day. I get the finger all the time. And if you guys want to check it out, go to the YouTube channel you're on, go to playlists, and go to the Merit Harassment series. You won't believe it. It's almost like To Catch a Vandal. It's like To Catch a Vandal. You wouldn't believe it. You would, what? Someone saying to stay strong. Oh, I'm fine, man. I'm fine. I'm enjoying this life experience very much. I am gratefully enjoying this life experience. Are there junkies there like downtown factory? You know what? They're getting bussed in, right? So they're bussing in fresh bums. So I know this, and I'll tell you how I know this. My wife had to go bury a friend of hers on the coast in Vancouver, and it's a 3 hour or 2.5 hour bus ride. So I had to take her up to the hill here and drop her off and make sure she's okay. And then basically she goes on her way, right? Okay, fair enough. We're waiting for the bus, and when the bus arrived, there was like 7 or 8 bums got off and staying in Merritt with 2 stoplights in the town. A 2 stoplight town, and they're staying in Merritt. And they went up to the bus driver and asked where the welfare or the whatever offices, right? And one guy had a conniption fit when he realized he had to walk into town, and it's from the top of the hill. It's about 1.5 miles, 2 miles to get into the town where I am here, off of the highway. Oh my God, what a fit he had! And he's like, this and that, like the whole world owes me everything, and so, yeah. Well, hi Mike. There's a large statue of Shiva the Destroyer in front of the G20 summit in India, similar to the one at CERN. I have a warehouse full of every video game from the original Pawn. Wow, that's nice. Hey Mike, what's up? People dying. Coworker just lost his son to heart failure. He was a crane operator at Site C, and Hydro had a policy. So he was definitely with at least 3. Oh. Um, Someone's saying I have paperwork on all my products. Wow, I have paperwork on all my products. I don't need. It said I'll give it to you for free. Wow, wow, wow. That's very generous because that stuff like that would help me keep going forward, right? I don't even know what to do anymore to go forward. Like keep going forward in a positive light. It's just a positive, yeah. But I mean, keep going forward and yeah. Now, if you guys actually knew how much I paid myself last year, you'd take a step back and say, "Whoa, even people in third world countries don't make more than that," because that's how bad it's gotten here. Never took the yeah. Thank God. So we got Mountain MGTOW saying Leafy Shire is not the real Leaf. Okay, Mike at Mike Miller. I don't think one of Mike's lives did. Salute, General Blessings. Salute to you. If I had money, I'd help you out. No, you don't have to. No, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing from no. Don't, guys, relax. If you could donate me stuff that I could potentially resell in the store and stuff like that. That's fine, and it goes to a good family type of stuff like that. That's fine, but it's like I'm in this position. We're in this position. This is the position I'm in. I'm in a position where I'm only getting by and doing okay because I got out of the city when I did back in 2016. I bought a house for 260 when I did. I got everything straightened out when I did because I knew things were going. I made sure I moved to a town with 2 or 3 stoplights. I made sure it was, but I didn't expect this town for like Junkyard Dog is messaging me, telling me he can't find a house for under 400 large. That's almost half a rock, right? So we're in a big problem here. Like it's a big problem in Canada. It's not your typical, you know what I mean? It's really big. I had paid more for my apartment in Abbotsford. Recently lost my job as an automotive store manager due to everyone not having enough money to fix their cars. Safety stuff too. Yeah, it's getting shipping costs in Canada killing small business. Yeah, I can't. We stopped shipping. Somebody called me the other day. Hey, Mike, I want to buy a game off you for my son for his birthday, and a child's game for my grandson, and I want to buy them from you. And then I said, okay, I recommended 2 really decent games for both age groups, and then the shipping was like $93, right, to ship it maybe 800 miles east of here, like within Canada. It was just ridiculous. So I said, I'm really sorry. So I told him just to go buy it on Amazon. They get free shipping on there. So that's that. What else is going on? Yeah, they're just gonna tax the crap out of everything, right? And I remember making shipping videos 4 years ago where I did a comparison video where I had a good friend of mine ship from Tacoma, Washington to Key West, Florida. Okay, an item, and I shipped the same item in Canada, okay, to Vancouver, which is 3 hours away. It cost me $53 to ship the same item from Merritt to Vancouver. Okay, like 50, $60 to ship. 53, I think it was. I have it in the video. You could see it. But then from Tacoma, Washington State, not Washington, D.C., Washington State, Tacoma, Washington, like King County area, okay, like King County, all the way to Roosevelt Boulevard in Key West, it cost them $13 with insurance. It's uncomparable. It's just absolutely uncomparable. Here in Canada, we're just getting shafted real good. Mike, I'm on SSI now. There is Bob from Connecticut, Windsor. Locks, I just offer you everything I got in storage. I get $35 a month on SSID because I'm married. Wow. Well, you could, I mean, just tell me, I don't know what the shipping would be on the games you have to ship here. Like, I don't even have no idea what the logistics would be to ship that through. And then if it comes through, another problem that we have, guys, is I have to pay importing fees, right? Even though if somebody gifts, because somebody gifted me something the other day, and it came in the mail, and don't mail anything to the store, folks. I don't have a mailbox for the store. Canada's weird. For me to have a mailbox for the store, I got to pay $450 a year to get my mail at my store. So I don't have a mailbox. I get orders, but they drop them off because it's Purelator, right? Or FedEx. But somebody mailed me something to the store, so it was at the post office. They dropped it off. They're like, I don't want to drop things off to your store. I'm like, why are you charging me $400 for a mailbox for? You know what I'm saying? So $450 for a mailbox per year. I don't have $450 to get, a ton of junk mail and solicitations and garbage, right? So, but the good stuff from you guys, like you guys, somebody mailed me a bunch of shirts, baseball shirts. Somebody mailed me a baseball and a couple of cool ornaments, and I really appreciate that. I use them on my Christmas tree. But I had to pay importing fees on that, even though it was a gift. Yeah, I hate eBay. It always preloads media mail when you go ship it. Media mail is subject to confiscation if the post office so chooses. Yeah, $450. I think I even made a video. It was a red envelope that came, said your mailbox is up for renewal, and I got a 1 year free. No, so not the people can't mail me anything here because there's no mailman that comes on the two street lights that we have in this town, the two stoplights. There's no mailman that comes and drops off the mail every day. There just isn't. So we have a post office on the corner here. But the post office wants $450 for me to have a box for my store. So I'm not paying $450 for that. So you see where I'm going with this. I'm even thinking of disconnecting my store line, my store for my phone, store for the phone, because nobody calls me to buy anything. They just call me either to sell me junk, like locally. No wonder no one likes you in this town. Everybody hates you in this town because not buying my garbage, right? So you got that, and then I got a lot of problems with the I think they're Pakistani people or East Indian people, and they keep calling me to try and get me a debit machine, and I don't want a debit machine. Oh, we could give you the big like I don't want a debit machine, right? I get 3 calls a week for debit machine here, and it's like sometimes 4 calls a week. You know what I'm saying? And I ask people, take me off this list, whatever list I'm on. Yeah, go private, Mikey. Private membership association. Pay your bill. You are causing postage to go up. How am I causing postage to go up? They're supposed to just drop off my mail here every day, like or every when I get mail, just like everybody else does, right? They don't. I don't know. I'm not paying $500, 450 or $500 for that. Yeah, anything commercial costs double phone rent, internet, everything. It's a fortune. I pay just for the my internet. I'm paying $400, $390 something dollars, just for my internet for the house. Because when I upload for you guys, when I upload Mike in the Night, it actually takes away from the bandwidth. Most 99.99% of people do not upload 20, 30 gigabytes of data, upload 30, 40 gigabytes of data in a month, right? So no, most people won't be affected by the data, right? It's people that upload, and that's how they're getting us. Trudeau causing everything to go up. Yeah, guys, just so you know, if you want to mail me something to my store, if you mail it through a Purelator company or like FedEx or what's it, FedEx, like not through postal mail. If okay, let me correct myself. If you guys want to mail me something, you can, but mail it from like a postal, like an actual postal, like UPS or FedEx or whatever. You could do that, and it's safer and it arrives, right? Okay, my daughter has a boyfriend in Canada. A box that weighed 4 pounds cost him $600 to ship it there in storage. Probably weighs in storage. Probably weighs a 500,000 pounds. You do the math. Probably cheaper than truck. Probably 4 pounds. January 15th, WD-40 is banned in Canada. WD-40. I'm just thinking of the lubricant. Yeah, courier. Just send it through courier. What's WD-40, guys? All I'm thinking is the lubricant, guys. I'm not a truther. I'm not a truther. So I'm not on the truther bandwagons. I have no idea. All these people came after all post-COVID people. Don't know who any of these people are. They're creating all these movements and different protests and all kinds of stuff that so I don't know. What do you mean you're not a truther? No, there's the truther movement came after 2021. Truther movement came around 2021. That's when the truther movement started to kind of pick up and started to not comply and stuff like that. That's when the truther movement started. I'm pre-truther, going back again many years. We're doing trends in the housing market, telling the truth, back in 2014. Truther is infiltrated. It's anon people. Yeah, I'm not in that kind of. I'm with you guys. I'm hand in hand with you guys watching this. I'm not part of no. So Logan's saying, if you're still open next summer, I'll come back and buy another game on the way to my aunt's house, lake house. Yes, please come back. I hope you enjoyed the first one or the second one you bought off me. So the truth is, Xavier has more hands-on experience following JT around. He is only one who can right this ship. It's crazy. I'm sure you can find substitute. Maybe mix turpentine with diesel fuel. So WD-40, the actual aerosol, yeah. Explain what you mean your good side. I don't know what that means. I, I just I just have been calling it what I've seen, and I've been calling what I believe is true, and what I'm seeing on the ground is different from what the media is telling us. And I've been again, and that's something is that I've been very vocal about, very vocal about. You know what I'm saying? And then people are like, "Oh, Mike, why do you care so much, or why do you put so much effort in this and that?" And well, it's because when I was growing up, I got my butt uh, I got my butt kicked pretty good, right? And I got my butt kicked pretty good, not because I don't know. I got my butt kicked pretty good because I was Portuguese. And growing up in Toronto, and when I did, if you were Portuguese, you got to be careful with the police, employers. You had to be really careful. And then now all this stuff and feelings and all that, I'm like, what are you talking about now? Like, and that's a life experience for me, and just like anyone else that experienced what I did, and a lot of people. I reached out to a friend the other day I haven't spoken to in a couple of years, and he's like, yeah, man. It's like, I remember exactly what you're talking about, Mike. I had to deal with a lot of this before too. You know what I'm saying? Like coming into Canada on an international flight, and if you're Portuguese, you're treated like an absolute criminal. I was put in a holding area in Canada for almost 20 hours, 20, 30 hours in a holding area. I even made a whole video about it, right? So, and they didn't find what they were looking for. So, and yeah. Yes, I speak Portuguese. I even have a Portuguese YouTube channel. I used to do Mike in the Night in Portuguese. So, Had Portuguese girlfriend 30 years ago. Loved but left me for a Navy officer. Oh wow. We got Detroit here in the house from Michigan. Man, I haven't been to Michigan in years. Yeah, women will always leave you guys. Not always, 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 but there's a good chance. When I was married to my first wife, she left me. She found somebody better and moved on. Luckily, thank you, God, every day. It's almost like I owe a debt. Like I owe a debt to God that we never had. Owed a debt to God. I owe a debt to God for not having children with her. Like absolutely owe. Like my huge debt to God. Plenty of Portuguese in Fall River, Massachusetts. Beautiful kind of people. Yeah, I used to go to Fall River all the time. I used to go to Attleboro, West Attleboro, Seekonk. Um, yeah, I used to visit Massachusetts all the time, and we used to go because I would stay in Seekonk. We would drive over to Rhode Island like all the time because it was a bigger. There was more stuff there, right? Oh, I'm in Quincy, Massachusetts. Yeah, I used to take the Mass Turnpike all the time. The Massachusetts Turnpike. Yeah. But that's when infrastructure was good, man. Highways were really well laid, right? So mailing a 24-inch by 18-inch painting to Australia from British Columbia, $600 Canadian. Couldn't make the box small enough to shave off the cost. It would have cut the cost significantly. Yeah, because you were 24 by 18 painting. Again, if you are in King County, Washington State, and you want to ship that to Key West, Florida, it probably costs you 20 bucks, 30 bucks with insurance. But that's the problem. I'll visit Merritt soon. I'm only 3 hours away. Mike, you're the only YouTuber calling out, but a YouTuber calling out, but the comments chat section community are always sus. Canadian that fled to southern Mexico, I couldn't bear to spend my last years in dystopia, enjoying the sense of community, family, and helping your neighbor. A simpler life, but good. Yes, when I lived in Guerrero, Mexico, right, for 2 years, and that was a sense of family, a sense of giving, a sense of unity. I could tell you guys, I speak Mexican, right? So I lived there, and I know the slang. I know. Still watch movies made in Mexico, and sometimes a novella or something. Did anyone see what happened in Calgary a few days ago? Over 150 people involved in a violent conflict in northeast Calgary Saturday. A few days ago. Worked government 22 years. Now what doing? Uh, saw all memos till 2020. Everything stopped. That was internities fighting. That was internities fighting each other. They did the same thing in Israel. Now Israel is deporting. Most people I grew up with your age, people are telling me only now that lots of people deleted and die off the last few years. Damn, you lived in really many places, really cool. Mexico, USA, Portugal, Canada. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm a Portuguese citizen right off the bat, and I want to go back to Portugal soon. Sent a Bible to a friend 8 years ago from Oregon. Cost me $50 to Canada. I don't know how you guys can survive now. We can't. Okay, shipping's expensive, but housing's cheaper. Okay, maybe okay, then we could get by because housing's cheaper. We don't have to starve. But shipping's expensive. Housing's expensive. Well, shipping's housing is expensive. Everything's expensive here. Everything is beyond expensive. Young people dropping like flies, says Logan Miller. Yeah. I heard Mexican movies are pretty racy. Mike is expensive, says Mountain MGTOW. Oh man. It is Friday. There's a new Magic set again. Like every other week, there's a new Magic set releasing. So I got it here in the store, and I already have a few people calling and asking for it. So it looks like I may have a good day in sales today. So I got my month pretty much already wrapped up. I know it's early September, but all the bills are paid. Everything's cleared. Good to go. Taxes, everything's up to date. All my corporate returns are up to date. Everything is like tickety boo. Everything. So I'm kind of like in Black Friday now mode. So whatever I make now for the rest of the year, hopefully goes towards, helping me and my family, or what do you charge for booster boxes? It depends. The set boosters, I think I charge 175 plus tax Canadian. So yeah, the set boosters. Yeah. Be well. Love your show, says Mountain MGTOW. We have to get JT a new house built. Yeah, we've been on the JT trail for years now, just talking and but the problem is everyone thinks that someone's gonna come and save them, like somebody else. You can't vote in anybody that's gonna save you. That's the problem. You can't vote anyone that's gonna come and save you. That's the problem we're facing here. This is the reality people need to wake up to. And until then, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, right? Anyone that's going to be truthful, honest, transparent, and be there for the people is obviously, it's a non-existent factor, right? A lot of people, well, I know some good guys and this and that. Yeah, well, things change, right? And things move around. And then once the people that actually control the infrastructure, the people that actually move the pieces around, don't like you, well, you're gone, right? I'm trying to accelerate climate change. Kimberly's in the house. Um, I'm on a kid diet, peanut butter sandwiches. You know what, guys? I'll tell you something. I just eat when I go home. Last night I went home and I had some steak. That's it. What the hell do I need to eat this poison food 3 times a day for? 4 times, or snack through the day? For what? I go home, I have myself a nice steak, nice, nice grizzled fat. When things are going well, I start to get scared. Mike, missing kids in Maui, true? Well, there's missing kids everywhere, right? I mean, yeah, of course there's missing kids. There's missing kids everywhere. There's kids going missing left, right, and center every day. No, Illuminati card game. You don't want the one that's out now because they reprinted the cards and they changed the art and the original Illuminati card game. Yes. Ah, Junkie Dog is back. What time is this? I'll open my store here. What time? What time? What time? What time? It's 11:30 still. But Junkyard Dog's in the house. Adrenochrome. Yeah. Man. Will housing in Canada ever be affordable again? Well, their whole mission was to push out the middle class. Their whole mission was to prop an entire economy off of housing, because we weren't exporting anymore, we weren't producing anything anymore. So what do we have to do to prop our GDP? We had to tie it to housing, and housing became a major factor in building our economy. And the blue states of America are the same thing. You go to California, they welcome money launderers. They welcome the fentanyl from overseas in China or Mexico or whatever is coming from now. But the Chinese are behind it all, right? They welcome all this stuff there, right? So I called my attorney friend about GameStop story we recorded on a show in Call In and put a claim on Sony Pictures. To put a claim on Sony Pictures. 1,000 kid at Lathina missing since fires. Yeah. Attorney gets settled. I will send you money. Says MF Rawl. That is AKA Ricky Spanish. He was on the last Mike in the Night. If you guys want to check out the last Mike in the Night, Ricky Spanish was there. Kimberly saying, I'm looking for a home, good area, Pasadena, 2-bed, 1-bath, 1,000 square foot, averages 1.2 million. Yeah, you're gonna have to move to Alabama, Florida. I mean, if you're conservative, move to. I would move in a heartbeat. I would move because at least when my kids graduate from high school, they could get a job, buy a house, get married, settle down, lay roots. Here in Canada, my kids graduate from high school, they become homeless, right? Because they're in Canada, right? And they've been educated through the Canadian system, and they're going to have to pay to live in the Canadian system, right? GameStop call-in show was back in January 2021. I remember the call. Okay. School buses missing, same seating amount as kids missing in Maui. Yeah. It's all adding up, folks. Yeah. It's all adding up. It's all adding up, folks. So I spoke to Tony from God Rules. I don't know if you guys know Tony. You should know him, Sail Daddy. And see if I get him on Mike in the Night, or maybe do a collab with him and talk and see what's going on. I'd like to do something with him again. He's been on Mike in the Night like 4 or 5 times, and we could freely speak on what's going down and how it's going down. And so Hoodie Hustle is in the house. Three dads. It is Friday morning. Friday morning, folks. I'm gonna get everything ready for Mike in the Night for tomorrow night. We'll get some call-ins tomorrow. I really like the first-time caller aspect we added to the show. We have a phone number you can call in too if you don't want to add Skype on your phone. I can't call the phone number back, nor can I text the phone number, right? So that's a big problem. So you could call into the show, though, right? So, oh, someone's at the door. Oh, it's my wife. Hey, babe.
So there's the parking. So.
Hey, oh, I'm just doing a live stream right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just with my wife. My daughter's here.
Hey.
Yeah. So we're just hanging out here. My wife, I guess, is coming to pick up some stuff. Mike, I would like to buy $100 worth of games, and then you could donate to a women's shelter or orphanage. Man, there's neither one of those here in town. So, anyways, I'm going to talk to my wife here for a bit, guys. It's morning coffee with Mike. I'm going to see what's going down here and take care of some business here today at the shop. You guys are more than welcome to come and see me. Say hi, babe. Everyone's saying hi.
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 So, we are here at the shop, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Share this video, get this out there. This is a true family guy. Hold on, I'll help you a bit. And I'll talk later with you guys. I have spoken.